I think the hardest part about being betrayed isn't the moment you actually find out. It's the agonizing weeks leading up to it. It's that quiet, suffocating feeling in your chest when you know something is deeply wrong, but you keep telling yourself you're just being paranoid. You look at the person you love, the person you've shared a bed with for years, and they look completely normal. But your gut is screaming at you that they're already gone. My name is Mark, and until recently, I thought I had my life completely figured out. I'm 28, I work in logistics, and for the last 4 years, I was living with Chloe. We met in our mid-20s at a mutual friend's birthday party. It wasn't a whirlwind, cinematic romance, but it was solid. It felt like real life. We built our world step by step. We got a small, drafty apartment with creaking floorboards. We argued over whose turn it was to do the dishes. We adopted a golden retriever named Buster, and we talked endlessly about the future. We even had a joint savings account labeled House Fund. I was planning to propose this coming winter. I had already visited 3 different jewelry stores and picked out a ring. I was just waiting for the perfect snowy evening to ask her. But around October of last year, the entire atmosphere in our apartment started to shift. It didn't happen overnight. It was a slow, agonizingly quiet decay. It started with her phone. I know everyone says this, but it's the most obvious red flag for a reason. Chloe used to be incredibly careless with her phone. She would leave it on the kitchen counter, throw it on the sofa, or leave it in the bathroom. She didn't care if I picked it up to skip a song or check the weather. Then, suddenly, she started taking it everywhere. Even when she went to the kitchen just to grab a glass of water, the phone was clutched in her hand or slid into her pocket. If she left it on the dining table, it was always, without fail, placed screen down. One evening, we were sitting on the couch, watching a movie we had both been looking forward to. Her phone buzzed on the coffee table. It was a quick, double vibration. Without thinking, I reached over to hand it to her. She practically snatched it out of my hand, her face flushing red. Her reaction was so sharp, so defensive, that I just sat there staring at her, completely stunned. "Who was that?" I asked, trying to keep my voice light and casual. "Just a work email, Mark. You don't need to hover over me," she said, her voice incredibly tight. She didn't look at me for the rest of the night, keeping her eyes glued to the TV screen, though I could tell she wasn't actually watching the movie. That was the very first time I felt that cold, heavy knot tighten in my stomach. Over the next month, the distance between us grew into a canyon. Chloe started working late, a lot. She was a marketing assistant at a mid-sized firm, and suddenly she was taking on more responsibility and preparing for big seasonal campaigns. She would come home at 8 or 9 in the evening, smelling faintly of a perfume I had never bought her, saying she was too exhausted to eat the dinner I had spent an hour preparing. Every time I tried to talk to her, to ask her if she was okay, or if we were okay, she would instantly turn the anger back on me. "You're suffocating me, Mark," she would say, throwing her keys on the counter. "I'm working myself to the bone for our future, and you're just sitting here doubting me. It's exhausting. Your insecurity is ruining this relationship." And the worst part? I believed her. I felt incredibly guilty. I thought, maybe I am being insecure. Maybe she really is just stressed and trying to secure a promotion for our house fund. I started trying to compensate. I did all the household chores, bought her favorite flowers, and cooked her favorite meals, trying to make her life as easy as possible so she wouldn't feel so pressured. I was desperately trying to fix a relationship that she was already actively tearing down. The breaking point came on a freezing Thursday in November. Chloe came home beaming. She told me she had been selected to go on a 3-day weekend trip to Chicago for a regional marketing conference. She seemed more energetic and excited than she had been in months. She spent hours packing, picking out her absolute best outfits, including dresses I hadn't seen her wear in years. I offered to drive her to the airport on Friday morning, but she insisted on taking an Uber. claiming she didn't want to ruin my work schedule. After she left, the apartment felt dead. It was just me and Buster. On Friday evening, to keep my mind busy, I decided to do some deep cleaning. I went into our small home office to organize the desk. Chloe had left her old MacBook on the shelf. She rarely used it anymore since she had a newer one for work, but it was still synced to her personal Apple ID.